I haven't moved anybody yet for the Russians, but kind of just want to go over in my head what I'm planning. And there's so many different armies and so many different things going on with the Russians. I mean, everybody seems to like have their own little agenda here. For the First Army, yet again, things are going well. Not receiving any reinforcements, any of the reinforcements that were like at Grodno here and whatnot. I'm sending off to Second Army or to Fifth Army, so First Army's fine. As far as I'm concerned, they're doing fine anyways. But what I am going to do for the attack of, obviously I'm still going to go towards Königsberg, so close. But I'm like, okay, fine. If the Germans want to use the ocean as a protective flank, well, we can do the same thing too. So I'm going to get the First Army here to concentrate their attacks on the northern part of the double rail line here, and then just kind of try to, you know, protect the left flank here. But this is where most of the concentration is going to be. First Army headquarters is right over here. So 1, 2, 3, we're okay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a little off. He's only one off of a supply, but it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I wish there was some way I could pause this thing rather than zip on over here. But anyways, we'll go with the Second Army. I'll try to... You can see here I've already split off. Like, this originally was supposed to go all to Second Army, these reinforcements, but 2/3 are now going to the 5th because it's like, come on. No choice. What the heck am I going to do with the Second Army? I think we're just going to keep sticking in here. I don't really know about moving all that much. Okay, there are some... let's go back a bit. Even though I like to look at it from the Russians' perspective, I tend to find I'm always standing over from the Austrians' bit, just because that's where all my paperwork and everything is here. God darn it, I really wanted to try to, as the second bit, to go up here and try to help out the First Army. Maybe we can, but I think we're just kind of stuck in here and have to just keep smacking each other back and forth, the Germans versus the Russians. I can't really see anything else. No, but there's one thing I'm loving being the Russians right now. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all the reinforcements. They just keep popping up. I'm like, all right. And that's the main difference now with the Fifth Army is, let's just go straight to the 5th. Why not? So, I mean, I was so insanely pessimistic at the end of last turn. Well, no kidding, because the Fifth Army was getting surrounded and didn't seem like they were going to get any help from the Russian 4th. But now things are looking a lot different because, holy moly. So these guys are new reinforcements. Like I said, these ones I'm redirecting down, so that's 2 more units coming. That's a big walloping amount of people here. If I go over to here slowly. So yeah, number 6, like, they're all, I don't know how focused that is, but anyways, they're all going, that's them, and so all those extra troops are going for the Fifth Army. So I feel a heck of a lot better now. Like, I'm sure the people in Lublin are a lot happier than I would be, because here's some Russian cavalry, and now their bacon's being saved by all kinds of Russians. Like, there's no chance. Like, don't worry, guys, you're saved. So what am I going to do with the 5th? I'm all right now. You know what? We're going to go back against Schremschiel, and I'm just going to try and see if we can secure this river bit here, and then this rail line, and then get down there. So I'm quite happy. 4th Army, sorry, like I said, we're just going to continue doing. I'm not going to try to engage the Austrian 1st Army here, and we're not getting any reinforcements. So the way I'm looking at it is like, okay, fine, our left flank is going to be secured due to the fact of all these reinforcements popping in. So, and remember, their objective was Krakow, which is just over here. So, yeah, we're just going to continue avoiding any contact, the Fourth Army here, and see if they can slink on down to Krakow. I don't know. Let's see what happens. The Third Army, same thing. They're just going to, I mean, they've got some reinforcements coming here from Kovno, so that's not too bad. And yeah, there's not much they can do about it here, right? I mean, let's look at it from the Russian perspective. Yeah, they're just going to, I mean, I'm going to try to continue to get rid of these units here, which I think I can do because I've got some reinforcements popping up. So yeah, we'll try to nibble away here, but I'm feeling confident, and yeah, it's ironic that the Third Army for the Austrians are feeling the same way. But yeah, with these reinforcements coming in here, I'm not so worried anymore about my right flank as the Russian third. So yeah, no worries. I must admit though, I think the most exciting bit for me right now, just because it seems rather intriguing, is the 8th Army. So I'm really interested to see how this whole thing's going to progress, this 8th Army little offensive here, like these two little mini offensives or whatever. I'm not so much on the military lingo and all that stuff, so I'm still learning all this. Yeah, so like I said, originally we did want to concentrate everybody on Stanislaw, but wanted to, you know, get rid of any potential problems with our left flank. And the Austrians decided to stay and stick and fight, so that's what we're going to do too. So we do have some reinforcements popping up. I'm going to send those reinforcements towards Stanislaw, which is where the headquarters are. Oh, sorry, they're over here. Oh, that means I was a smart little cookie, hopefully, and tried to keep people in supply. So I'll continue trying to keep this guy in supply. I'm hoping that these guys aren't... That's the other thing which I'm loving about having the blocks on there. I can't, like I said before repeatedly, I can't remember what the heck is on the back end of the... underneath the blocks. And I'm finding it very intimidating. No matter what side I'm on, I'm always like, geez, what's under the cube, you know? And I like that. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, you take guesses, but I'm like, what would happen in real life? I'm sure they were, you know, sending out scouts and getting reports. Maybe some of them were not correct and so on and so forth. And I don't know. Anyways, you know, and then you get down to the point of, like, your personality. Like, I'm starting to find out that I'm fairly timid personality, so I'm trying to also curtail that a little bit for a bit more role playing when I'm playing, you know, both sides. It's like, okay, you know, from what I've read, Brusilov didn't seem so timid, so I'm like, okay, like, go. So there's some of them I'm trying to, like, go against my nature, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I personally am rather intrigued with this whole little 8th Army Cove thing going on, and especially with this big, that's a major river, not a minor river, so I really would like to obviously keep this cavalry. Now I'm starting to clue in of why cavalry are important. Obviously, well, one, for the most part, you don't have to worry about them being in supply. 2, they move like the wind. And 3, yeah, you can get them across, like, you know, on the other side of the river and stuff like that, and kill that river bonus. So, you know, these things I'm like, at the very beginning of the game, I was like, whatever, you know, you'll lose the cavalry, and now I'm like, oh, darn it, I wish I had them. But I think, I'm not sure which guy, but I know that one of the Russians is number 6. So where are you, number 6? Oh, here you are. So you've got 2 cavalry, so that's great. And that's exactly what I want to use, is start using the cavalry to get around the rivers. But anyways, I'm really intrigued to see what's going to end up happening with, of course, the 2nd Army's coming in next turn. So I don't know. I think they reinforce these guys quite a bit. I'll have to read up a little bit more. I also want to find out about how to strip off fortresses and turn them into units, because I'll tell you one thing, that's what I'm going to be doing with the Germans. Oh my goodness. Because I can't see how in the world you're supposed to be able to, you know, deal with the Russians. It's like, well, they've got headquarters left, right, and center, so it's like they're always going to keep their guys in supply. Germans only have one HQ, and they're spread apart, so I'm like, you know what, the only other way I can think of, and they've got a ton of forts, let's be honest, holy moly. And from what I've been reading, that's what they were doing anyways, was stripping a lot of the garrisons or whatever, and saying, okay, sorry guys, you're off to the front. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do as well. Like, there's a lot of forts back here. I don't know what the exchange rate is. It's probably not 1-for-1, I'm sure of that. It's probably like welcome to converting Canadian money to American money. You get basically nothing in return. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Start stripping these forts like there's no tomorrow, and basically just leave the janitor. And everybody else is going to go up front and fight. And yep, that's it. Hopefully when I get back here, I'll talk about the Russian movements and combats, and then we go off to the Austrian thing. Hard to believe I've only been playing, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm just about to start turn 5 and have like 25 videos already, so boy, talk about beating or stretching this out beyond belief. Considering I'm also, I expect to be playing this most of the spring and summer, to be honest with you, at the rate I'm going, and you know, with other things going on in life. This would have been a good winter event, like, to do, but oh well. I don't know, maybe I'll be still playing in the winter.